goes for Thompson. Thompson is over the line. Harrigan points to the spot. Hardy, Coy, Thompson, the second rower. He will score. Thompson scores. For St George from Abraham. Last play. Thompson has it on the line. Thompson's got over as well. Where's Thompson? The lion-hearted Lance Thompson.
Look at this bloke go.
He's had a boomer of a game.
We're going to send all our players boxing during the off-season.
One ball to Thompson, who steps off the left, goes straight ahead. Has he been held up, Lance Thompson? No, he hasn't.
Welcome, Chant. Great to see a fellow carrot top on the panel.
Never see a bad red-headed footballer, Fat. All great.
We're good sorts, mate.
You've had a long and fantastic career, and you know that, and all the players that play with you appreciate having played with you. I know that. Must have been the hardest decision you've ever had to make.
Easily the toughest decision I've ever had to make. You know, it comes so quick, comes so sudden. I was really struggling, obviously, in the off-season by obviously getting diabetes and all that type of stuff, and my knee wasn't healing properly, and it just come about so quick. But the last 6 months have been probably the toughest of my life. And deciding this only just come over the last week or two, and I think it is time for me. Obviously, you know, I started when I was so young, played a lot of footy, and you know, it's going to be a great send-off on Saturday night.
Tom, firstly, I'd just like to congratulate you on 200 plus first grade games. I think that's
playing his 239th on the weekend.
Mate, what's your highlight of your career, and you know, what's this game on Saturday night mean to you? You get a chance to, you know, play one last game when you know you're going to retire, and a lot of players don't know when they're going to retire, and you know, have to do it through injury, and you know, obviously yours is through injury, but you get one last crack at it. And what's this game mean to you, mate?
I suppose it just means that I get a chance to say goodbye to the fans, because in the end, you know, without you guys, without obviously the fans and the people watching here tonight, we don't have this great game. You know yourself, Willie, and Billy yourself. Like we play for you guys, and just saying goodbye to you guys on obviously Saturday night. Not only that, having my family there, my friends there to watch, just means the world to me, and to be able to finish the lap with my daughter in arms. It just means the world to me. Yeah.
I'll give you a tip, mate. When I retired, give him a clap. Well done. I told myself I wasn't going to well up. I wasn't going to cry, but I'll give you a tip, mate. It just overcomes you. It'll happen on the day, mate. There'll be a tear.
First things first, we've got a very tough team to overcome. They're a very good team, Penrith, and like they did give the Roosters a fair run for their money, I think, the other night.
Tom, we're all going to come to the end of our career. You know, and I'm 28 now. I've probably got another 3 or 5 years left in me. What are you going to do?
Mate, I've got a good management company going now, One Sports Management. So if there's any young players out there that want to come on board, give me a buzz. But
I will say this, you've got a very good reputation amongst people out there in Junior Rugby League.
Yeah, look, we've got that going, but
kids.
I'm not real sure at the moment. You know, I want to weigh up all options. Maybe get into a bit of coaching and all that type of stuff. I'm going to finish the year off with Cronulla, doing a little bit of that and helping out with the national youth and maybe getting into the media as well. So we'll just see what happens.
I think I've seen Lance around the Sutherland Shire a number of times at gyms and that I've run into you, and he's always got young blokes with him, young blokes out of the lower grades, and put them through a little bit of extra work and that. I can't believe that your career is over because you came in so young, and I thought, well, this bloke will be around forever. It's gone so fast. I mean, can you remember back to getting your first call up into first grade? You were so young at that time, what it felt like?
I do remember it was a fair bit of a rush. It was I was standing in the dressing room just pretty much taking in the atmosphere, and Brian Smith came up to me and said, "Are you ready?" And I won't tell you what was going through my mind. You know, I basically shit myself. You know, and that
happens.
Right,
but you were still at school, weren't you? When you...
I was still at school. I was about to go away with the schoolboys tour, and it was the day that Jason Stevens got knocked out underneath of the post by Big Les Davison. So And I remember taking my first hit up, didn't really think, didn't really care, and I look up and I'm running into Adam Ritson and Les Davison and Danny Lee, and I got pretty hammered that day, but I come off the field with a massive smile on my face. I was pretty happy.
We all know what great attributes you had on the field. What do you think was your best attribute as a footballer?
I think just something that I could be proud of and walk away from the game saying that, I gave every game my all. I prepared for each game pretty much the same, and as I said the other day in the press conference, my worst game didn't differ too much from my best game, and that's what I could be proud of.
Now, you left the Dragons under acrimonious circumstances. Time's the big healer. Are you over that, or you okay with it?
Yeah, look, I enjoyed my time. I obviously had 10 great years with the Dragons, or 11 great years, 201 first-grade games with the Dragons, and I don't regret one moment there. I have no hard feelings towards any person, club member or player there at the Dragons, and I cherish every moment, mate. I've got a few Dragons pictures holding up I'll pitch it up on my wall. So I love the place. I love Cronulla. And without that happening at the Dragons, I wouldn't have gone to Cronulla and met so many great people. And for that, I've got to obviously thank not only the players in the club, but blokes like Stewie Raper and of course the bloke that brought me in Steve Rogers.
Yeah. Anyone else you want to thank? I mean, the camera's right there, mate, for a long and distinguished career.
No, just thanks very much to everyone that's supported me throughout my career. To all the Dragons fans, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to you. Thanks very much for all the years that you treated me with great respect, and to the Cronulla club, who I believe is destined for great things under Ricky Stewart in the near future. Thanks very much to all the fans and the people at the club. Thanks very much.
I had the pleasure to coach a really tough footballer at the Panthers back in the 90s, a fellow by the name of Colin Vandervoort. He was a player like you, a wholehearted player, not one of the great talents, but he gave his best every week, and he was in reserve grade, and halfway through the year he said, "I'm going to retire, I can't get over this injury." And I said to him, "Have one more game and I'll let you play first grade." And it inspired the whole team, and we went out and we had a massive win over the Raiders that weekend. I really hope the Sharks do it for you this week with them, and I hope they send you off a winner this weekend.
Here's the panel picks. We've all tipped the Sharks, and let's hope they do win for you. I don't want to put a damper on things, but my last first grade game was my 238th, and my last game was also against Penrith for the Roosters.
And you have
and we got beaten 42-8. I hope you go a bit better. All right.
Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've always loved watching this guy play. He was wholehearted in every facet of the game, and I think he's a true champion. Well, let's give him a big send-off once more. Lance Thompson, well done, champ.